Hello from the floor of MotoSalon. So I guess first let's take a look at some bikes, shall we? Okay, so the 1300 RT. Boy, oh boy, is this comfortable. God damn. A good position. It's ginormous at 184. Okay, tippy toes. Well, toes, flat feet, I would say. All good, nice. Comfortable back, giant. And in Europe, we do have a manual option with a clutch. A very nice place to sit, I gotta say. Awesome. On the exhibition. As you can see, the classic BMW boxer engine. Luggage here, luggage there. And I believe the options for this year are a heated rest for the passenger, same as a heated grips right here, seat is heated, rider seat is heated, grips are heated. Basically you get on and it's all comfort. These flaps on the sides, I believe, go upwards to position the wind away from you, and the windscreen, as usually on the RTs, up and down. What a lovely piece of kit. One of my favorites. Yeah, here we have a bit of free space. So, this building, third building, let's see, we have the ladies zone right here. So far I see just dudes, but you know. There's Honda, there's Segway, there's Linhai, LS2 to buy some helmets. There's Can-Am, we want to check those out. I want to check out the new Hondas. That's going to be lovely. Then we have Indian, then we have Harley Davidson, so let's get to it. We're here at the Honda stand. One of my most looked forward motorcycles this year is the Honda CB1000F, I believe. So let's go into Honda and let's take a look. Follow me. Let's take a seat. And me at my 184 centimeters, beautiful position, absolutely flat-footed. It's like sitting on a couch. If we get the feet on the pegs, maybe I might be a little tall for this. I think my knees are a bit too high, but yeah, this seems like a fun place to be for a starting tour, whether it be the 500, the 1100, or the 1100 touring. This is the manual edition. I believe next to me is the DCT with Honda's e-clutch. Overall, a really, really lovely bike. I'm all for it. Okay, let's get on it. The CB1000F. The only thing I'm actually thinking of upgrading to a big fuel tank right here. Position is quite lovely. Classic racer. Pretty good. Handlebars are nice. And at 184 centimeters, easy flat foot with a bend in the leg. Here we have a passenger seat. Don't know how comfortable that's going to be. It seems quite small. A classic TFT display. A lovely place to sit. I'm really looking forward to test driving this one. And finally, at my favorite stand, we have to go a bit quicker. The Triumph. Here is the 2026 Bobber. Beautiful color, by the way. Oh my goodness. Yeah, flat-footed, of course. It's a classic Bobber. Leg position, bit high, but I get used to it. I would have my heels directly on the exhaust. Not sure about the position. I thought I'm gonna love this. It is quite nice, but yeah, a nice place to be. The very anticipated for this year, a new Triumph Trident. It used to be 660, and this year they came out with the 800. A big strike from Triumph, attacking naked bikes across the categories and across the brands. Let's test it out. Quite a high seat. Quite small in stature at 184, flat-footed, slight bend in the legs, by the pegs, a bit more aggressive positioning. Before we sit down, let me tell you a bit about it. So this is the Rocket 3 GT Storm, the Grand Touring Edition. You can tell because of the tiny backrest for the passenger. It's so big. A 3-cylinder, 2.5-liter engine, bigger than most cars around. Absolutely crazy. Look at that thing. Let's be honest, even the rear tire is bigger than on most cars. Can't wait to sit on this. Give me 1 second. Let's take a seat. Oh boy. It is like sitting in a car. The position, so laid back, straight back. Pegs very in front. It's like you're turning sitting on a couch. 2.5-liter giant gas tank. Rip the rear tire like it's nothing. Oh my god, this is intimidating. Heated grips, GT style. I don't know how much this flimsy windscreen is gonna do to protect you from the wind. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, definitely gonna have to test drive this. I can't even imagine turning this thing, but yeah. That's something I can see myself on, a classic power cruiser, an absolute unit, the strongest production motorcycle currently being sold. What an absolute beauty. Since this year, the only Bonnevilles we have are on a podium, so we can't sit on them, we're at least gonna sit on the Speed Twin 1200. This is the RS version. Beautiful orange. Quite an aggressive position from the normal Speed Twin. The normal Speed Twin has the pegs about here, but the RS model is much more backwards, forcing you to lean forward quite a bit. But yeah, same engine as the Bonneville, only tuned a little bit different. But for my style, I gotta say, it's a bit too lean forward. So that is a no for me, but it's an absolutely gorgeous motorcycle. V7 Sport. Motorcycle I actually own, so I'm very deeply familiar with it. Flat-footed, easy bend, good position, a little bit tall. My knees are supposed to be probably here, they're all the way here. An 850cc engine, very nice. A classic V-twin, almost 90 degrees. It goes side to side beautifully when you want it to. Lovely. The sport version, so that means we have two brake rotors in the front. Exhausts are black in the sport version. Over there we have the special, which is much more chrome forward. And as you can see, the sport is much more everything blacked out. Lovely bike, has a character, a bit Italian, so it's a bit temperamental, but that's what you get with Italians. Another upgrade from a possible V7 would be this Mandello 100. I believe that's 1000 cc. Quite a bigger bike. Leg position, nicely flat-footed, slight bend. Position, lovely. Much more place for the knees than the V7. Cruise control here, heated grips. Still the classic Guzzi V-shaped engine. I believe 1000 cc. Lovely place to be. These flaps actually go upwards at speed to direct wind away from you. Also comfy, could be in this position for a while. And for a passenger, it looks like quite the comfy seat. Get a bit of a backrest. Handles here look a little flimsy, but aftermarket's got you. Gonna have to test ride it as well.